Hi, I'm Vi Wickam, and this is another quick tip. This tip is especially for violinists and fiddlers. A lot of times people don't know when to use their fourth finger and when to not use their fourth finger. So this quick tip is the general rules for when you use your fourth finger and when you should use an open string. So the general rule is use a fourth finger if it makes it easier for you. The times when it makes it easier for you is when it avoids a string change. So if I'm doing that's going to be an easier place to play a fourth finger than to do because it avoids a string change. Especially if I'm doing, and that's a great place to use an open because the next note after it is going to be on the E string. So that's your general rule, is if it keeps you on the same string, then use your fourth finger. The other time we use our fourth finger is when it's just going to sound prettier. When we're playing a slow, pretty song, and the fourth finger is going to sound prettier and softer than an open string. So it's going to give us a different texture. So those two general rules said, the exception to the first rule is where we're using an open string to give us an effect. So just like we can use a fourth finger to give us an effect, we can use an open string to give us a similar effect. So when we're doing a repeated pattern that has open strings in it or string changes in it, we get in the groove of that string change and the groove of that pattern, and it really gives us kind of a fun effect. So that's the other reason we would use an open string, even though we're just playing one note on that open string and doing a string change, is because it's kind of part of a shuffly kind of pattern, or a pattern that is a rhythmic pattern that we're using the open string for an effect. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this, and tune in next week for another quick tip. Have a great week.